Hello there. Our brush tonight is my John's brushes, John Michaud. That's a 22 millimeter. I believe that's a Virginia Sheen 3-band Badger. I'm going to put that in the scuttle to warm up. And the soap tonight, I've put a little bit of water on top of it because it's a harder soap. But Meisner Tremonio's Lavender Deluxe. This is a fantastic scent and an absolute equally fantastic soap. So what's going down? Anything good? Looking forward to this shave. I've got about 2.5, 3 days worth of growth. Not enough. Well, not as much as I normally do nowadays. I try to let my hair grow, or my beard grow, at least a week before I do one of these videos. I've gotten to where I like to shave when I have a good beard. And so, and this is a shaving channel. It's nice to have a bit of growth to shave off. But I have enough for an edge test. We're gonna wet the face, and that's what we're here for today, is to test an edge. We got another burning hot week. It'll probably be a week before you see this video, so you know, if you live in Virginia and it's not super, you know, in the 94, 95 degree heat, realize that I try to keep a bit of at least one video ahead of the curve. In other words, I try to always have one video in the can when I post another one. When I post one, I always try to have one on standby. Just simply so that I'm not stuck sometimes with no content. Although that does still happen, sometimes gets away, and I end up not having the time to have that video, that extra video, but in this case I do. This will probably be next week before it's posted. Of course, now when you're watching it's this week, but you know what I mean. Let me dry my hands off. And the razor tonight is my 6/8, I'm sorry, 7/8, I think it is. Wade & Butcher, that I did I wouldn't say restoration, but clean up video on it and the scales. And, oh yeah, this has that's flipping lovely. I did a bevel set. I did a bevel set video on this, but I do not know if it will be posted before this shave video or not, but this is an Escher edge. it was finished on an Escher. And this edge is flipping outstanding. I went from a 400 grit Chaucera, and I used a 400 grit Chaucera because this is a pretty much near wedge, and there's a lot of steel in it, and it needs that's absolutely gorgeous. It needs a bit of aggression starting out. I mean, I could do it on a 1K, but the 400 really makes things a lot easier, so I basically reground the bevel with the 400. Then went to 1K Chaucera, 4K Hayabusa, 8K Norton, 12K Nanawa, and then went to the Escher. A lot of people will say, well, you know, you kind of went back. If you went to the 12K, or the natural stones were only 8K. Okay. There's no such animal in the natural world as a grit rating. It doesn't really exist. People can run microscopes and look at bevel scratches and dance around playing all kinds of games all they want to. Those things do not translate to a natural stone. I've said it before, many people have said it after me. If you've got someone selling you a natural stone and they want to say it's 12K, it's 15, that's fine if they are saying it cuts like that. But if they're actually claiming that grit rating, they're either not being truthful or they really don't understand what they're talking about. One of the two. But any really good seller of a natural stone will tell you it produces a scratch pattern that's similar to this grit rating, yada yada. That's a very smooth edge. Or it's similar in aggression or similar in cutting ability or polishing ability to such and such grit stones. And then, I mean, I did a video probably more than one actually containing this information, but when someone says to you, okay, and I'll just use 12K because that's the eBay sellers and things like that, they've understood for a long time that 12K is like finished grade. Okay, so the Chinese and other eBay sellers, they're going to use that 12K mark a lot, or 15K now. But when you start talking about what a natural stone's grit rating or a natural stone's cutting ability or polishing ability is similar to in a grit rating, then you've got to ask yourself, well, which 12K stone? You know, what brand of 12K stone? What's the makeup of that 12K stone? Because they're not all the same. They're not all rated the same. So we bandy terms like that about all the time, and it's mostly BS. That's what it is. If you take, for example, just in synthetic, okay, 4K Hayabusa, fantastic stone, produces almost a mirror edge. And you'll have to excuse the dirt on this stone because I only use the 8K side anymore. 4K Norton, nowhere near the same, but this is rated 4K. And this is rated 4K. And there's 5 or 6 others that they're all different. And so when people start banning about things like, well, it's like a 12K, it's like a 15K, it's like, you know, which one are you talking about? Because there's a vast difference between them. That distinction gets lost in the shuffle. I love this big old chopper. Gorgeous. That's a beautiful shave. Let's rinse. And for an aftershave, we're just going to go simple and light and classic with Aqua Velva Ice Blue. Actually, I want to shake that up a little bit because I put like a metric ton of menthol in this aftershave, and I want to make sure that I get that effect. I don't know if shaking it up makes a difference or not. But I don't care. I want to make sure. So lovely. Well, that was a fantastic shave. That's a fantastic razor. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.